everyone, welcome to the third lesson of our cross-border e-commerce and digitalization online training series. Still on Shopee, list the first product, Shopee ads and voucher. Today, I'm gonna teach you how you can set up your first product listing and how to use the Shopee ads and voucher. Now that you have your seller account all set up, we are ready to go. The first thing you want to do is add a new product. If you click here, My Products, you won't see any products because you don't have any products. What you want to do is add a new product. Here you want to first put in the product name, for example, just key in as many details as possible. They already recommend some categories. You can also go through the process of selecting until you do get it. Next is to upload some images. For example, you can upload a lot of photos here. My recommendation is to add as many as required. Let's say you are selling some products that have a lot of features. We want to upload a lot of photos, which may be zoom in on certain details on the product. But here, just for the demo, I'm just gonna upload one. You could also upload a video, for example, t-shirts. It's not necessary, but let's say you are selling something that you think having a video up would be beneficial for your customers. Then go ahead and do that. Product description here, you want to be as descriptive as you can about the product. The more complex the product that you are selling, the more details that your customer might need. So let's say if you are selling electronics, your customers would want to know about the specs, as well as the warranty period, things like that. You want to include those in. But if you are selling something simple, like a t-shirt, then you don't have to do that. Okay, you just want to talk about the material, like material, cotton, size. You could also include the sizing charts in one of your images. Just as many images as you need to describe the product. Because you can actually upload any images here. All the images that help your customers make a purchase decision. This is a unicorn t-shirt, etc. You can go on. You can write it yourself. If you want to change the category, there's an opportunity to do it right here. Is it dangerous good? Very likely it's not. So just say no. But if it is, for example, if you are selling aerosol products, then you need to click on yes, because there are some shipping restrictions. Next, they are all in BM, but I think you can read it. Okay, select the brand. Let's say it's brandless, no brand, or you want to add your own brand. You can add it below. Click to add your brand. This is only if you have your own brand. Otherwise, you can just leave it. In my case, it's not no brand. I will just go for no brand. Then fill in the product description and attributes. And shown in the figure, the material, made in China, and the graphic, etc. Then set the price 20 in stock. I'm not planning to sell this product. This is just a demo. So I'm not going to set any stock in case somebody actually tries buying it for me, you can also enable variation as well as price tiers. But probably the wholesale part, most of us wouldn't be using it by variations. For example, if you have a different color of it, so you have a white one here, maybe you have another one black one, you can also always add those in here. Next is the shipping. How heavy is this item? Maybe it is like 500 grams, 0.5. Since you can also place parcel size here, maybe like 20. Then the shipping fee will already be calculated. Okay, then send a delivery. This item is not pre-order and the condition is new. Okay, that is all you need to do, and then just check. Then just click publish. Because I have placed the item as 0 in the inventory, so stock is considered sold out. But if you did, you definitely still see more stock here. If you want to edit it again, come and go back in. If you want to check it out, click on the live preview. So there you go. The information, it is live. So you want to keep going with this listing until all the products that you are selling are on Shopee. There are a lot more things that we can do customize your store. As we've seen earlier, there are some store decorations that would be more suitable in an intermediate series. For now, this is for beginners, just for you to get started. There are many modules. If you are just getting started with the seller information set up, as well as the product listed, we can already start selling on Shopee. The rest are always that we can optimize your shop, which we can look at later time. Okay, that's all for the first section of how you can set up your first product listing. Let's go to the next section and take a look at some ways that you can increase the exposure of your store by using Shopee ads and voucher. First, we are going to take a look at Shopee ads, how they can help you to bring more visitors to your product pages, as well as your shop pages. And more importantly, how can you set them up? Although there are definitely more than 2 different types of ads that you can buy on Shopee, but we are going to focus on just 2. The Shopee search ads as well as the Shopee discovery ads. And the reason why we are focusing on these 2 is because they are the ones that you can manage, and anyone that is just starting out on Shopee can manage and buy inside the seller center. First, let's understand what are these 2 different types of ads and how they can bring more visitors to your shop. So the first is the Shopee search ads. These are ads that you can buy to target potential buyers who are searching here in the search bar. So what happens is that you will bid for that keyword. And then if you are successfully with the bid, then the ad will be displayed. So this will improve your store as well as your product's listing visibility. Because these listings will appear before the organic listings, which don't have any ads brought towards them. Okay, so I will give you an example of what I mean. For example, if I'm searching for a term like K94 mask, when you come to the search page here, you'll find that there's one shop displayed up here. And these product listings displayed here, which have the ad tagging on them. So all of these are listing with Shopee search ads. And as you can see, it's very clear why these listings will get more exposure, and that is because they are always on the very top. So below may or may not have ads as well, but they don't have the ad tag here. So these are the organic listings. Another algorithm will control which of these product listings appear if you want to know more about how that works. Then that will be for another series where we look at how you can optimize your listings for the best organic exposure. But for this series, we are going to take a look at mainly how the ads work and how you can use them to build more traffic to your shop and the product listings. So that's basically how the search ads work. On the other hand, for discovery ads, they are actually not on this page at all. They are inside the product page themselves. For example, if I click on the listing here, the discovery ads will appear at the bottom of the product page on the similar products as well as you may also like. So when you see this type ad, these are the discovery ads. These discovery ads are slightly different from the keyword ads. You are not actually buying keywords, but your product listing is appearing on a listing, which is selling a similar product that you are trying to sell as well. So, for example, if I'm a buyer, I have clicked on this listing, but for some reason, I'm not convinced that this is the best product. So what I'm going to do is maybe look at the viewers, scroll down, and there are some more recommendations. Then I will definitely review them. First is like going back and then doing another search. If I click on the likelihood, one of these will be much higher than if you never appear here at all. So that's basically how Shopee search as well as Shopee discovery ads work, and how they are different from one another. That's clear. Let's now take a look at how you can set them up inside your Seller Center. So first, let's go to the Seller Center. Where you can find this Shopee ads is at the Marketing Center. On the Marketing Center, you can find one section called Shopee Ads. Just click on that. Okay, here is a Shopee Ads dashboard where you can do a couple of things. Of course, you can create ads. Then you can top up. Top up is for you to add money into before you actually start running ads. So the minimum top up is 20. Next time, you can definitely go through the whole process, top up and running. So once you've done the top up, then you want to navigate your way to this section. Create new ad. So as I mentioned, two different types of ads that you can create and manage yourself. Search ads as well as discovery ads. Let's get started by looking at the search ads first. So click on that. Here you can see that you can do either products or shop. But this is a very new shop. But I'm not eligible to run shop search ads. This is for the preferred sellers. But anyone can run search ads for their products. So the first thing you want to do here is select your budget. Of course, it's never a good idea to go for no limits unless you already don't have a limit. Otherwise, you want to set a limit. You can either go for a daily budget or total budget. Normally, I would use a daily budget. Then, you can see here, this promotion can support maximum 15 clicks. So you can adjust this. It's not possible to get many clicks for just 10 ringgit a day. Time limit again. You might not want to have a time limit. If you have a budget constraint, you won't want to set your start and date. Maybe run it for 1 week test and then change your budget and run it again. Then you can select the product. I have just one product. Just go for it. Choose the product you want. You can select up to 50 products. Then Shopee will manage your keywords automatically. Same budget and timeline settings will apply to each ad. This is convenient if you are selling like a group of very similar products. But I will caution against putting too many different types of products under one listing. I think it just wastes money. The keyword targeted might not be specific enough. Okay, last one will be the keyword setting. This is the important part. Here, they have defaulted to be auto-selected. Personally, I never like going for anything that's automatically done. So I remove that and then I want to add my own keywords. Here is quite interesting. Based on your product, they'll come up with a list of keywords that you might want to bid for, and you can see some pretty useful information such as search volume. Simply means how many times these keywords has been searched in the last 30 days. So this volume changes on a daily basis. Match type means it may not be kids shirt. It may be like kids t-shirt or kids blue shirt, something like that. If you want to go for exact, then your product listing will only appear if the person is searching for kids shirts specifically. There are pros and cons of using either of this. This is a bit more advanced for now. I won't be going through too much of this. Generally speaking, you will want to test them out at the beginning. Normally, we would recommend you to go for broad match and see how it goes. And then from there, you have some more details about what keywords people really come into your store for. you can see when you adjust, the prompt match is more expensive versus the exact match. The reason for this is because for prompt match, they will target more different types, variations of keywords. Here is the suggested bid price. This is what they suggested you to buy. This is per click. So every click is 7.23 ringgit. That's pretty expensive, but it depends on the item that you are selling. Sometimes it makes sense, sometimes it doesn't. So this is just a suggested bid. If you bid too low, let's say you put 1 ringgit, it's quite impossible for you to get a spot. If you bid higher, usually you would get it, but it also depends on the product that you are selling. If you are selling a t-shirt and you are bidding for mask keywords, that don't make any sense. Even if they were to pay them a lot of money, they won't allow this ad to show up because it just destroys the user experience on the platform. Okay, my recommendation is just to safely bid for something within this range of this suggested bid. And very likely, they would get it. Of course, again, this really depends on how competitive that keyword is. If so many people are bidding for that keyword, you still might not get it. So you can just go through. There are so many search as for baby. Maybe you want to bid for that. But the baby is a little bit unspecific. This is just to give you an idea of what's possible. So let's say I go through it and decide that there are a few quite suitable keywords for me. I can adjust my budget a little bit. I can already see here that prices are a little bit high. So you want to make sure that you do have the budget above to accommodate in server. Probably you need 100 ringgit here because your terms are so expensive. So maybe if you really want something else cheap, then you can add keywords. Fashion is cheap, but it's not relevant. It's too unspecific. Here is an opportunity for you to find other keywords. Let's say girls t-shirt, so you get some more terms. You can review if any of these are suitable or not suitable. Try again, toddler t-shirt. This might be interesting. You can see here, it's only 6 cents, but you have 85 searches a month. And here is one toddler shirt. 4,000 volume search a month, but 6 cents. This might be interesting and cheap, so you can put that in. Okay, once you've done placing everything that you want, then you publish. Do note that because I haven't topped up, so even if I publish this successfully, it's very unlikely for this ad to be running because there's no money, means no ads. You can edit the details data, display locations, either you do auto selection or do it manually. For discovery ads, unlike the search ads, I do recommend to just auto select. So this is fine. Okay, so I'm just gonna publish the discovery ads together. As you publish, they are saying your ads credit balance is low. Top up so you can start as planned. Then you have to top up. I think you get an idea of how all of these ads work and how to set them up. But if you did not decide to publish the discovery ads altogether, let's go up to the seller center to take a look at how you can do it yourself manually. Okay, let's go to the seller center, shop ads. So as you can see, you have two ads running because you've set them up. Because it was auto-published, the limit was set at the default one. But let's say you didn't want to publish it together. You want to set them up manually. You can also come back here, create ads now. You go to discovery ads. Then you can toggle this. I prefer it to be auto. Then add product. Here, same thing. Can put a daily budget of how much, and then there says start and end day. Then publish. Because I haven't topped up, but if you have topped up, then your app will start running immediately. Okay, now probably you understand how Shopee ads work and how to set them. Now let's go to the next section and take a look at another way that you can increase the exposure of your store by using Shopee voucher. Vouchers are quite important for any store. You are gonna take a look at how vouchers work, and you can set them up for your products. First of all, we add vouchers to your store. It's definitely possible for you to get sales without vouchers, but most shops still prefer to set up vouchers anyway. And here's the reason why. For any e-commerce store, you will have two types of customers. The first one are the new customers, the ones who have never bought from you. And number two, the returning customers. Maybe they are bought at least once from your store before. For the existing customers, since you've bought from your store before, it's very likely that they'll come back and buy again without any issues. But what about the new customers? So let's say this is in someone who has come across your product listing for the very first time in their life. And they are trying to make that final decision whether to buy or abandon cart. So at this instance in the customer journey, or what we call a friction point, is where a voucher can come in hand. So in that very moment, when they are trying to make a decision and they see a voucher, for example, for a 30 ringgit product, you have a voucher. For this product, you can get 2 ringgit off. It's very likely that they will buy versus when if you didn't put a voucher there. This way, you can reduce the customer friction. The other reason why shopping sellers like to add vouchers is because they want to encourage buyers to buy more. For example, if you buy a specific amount, let's say 150, then you are entitled to 5 ringgit off. Then the customer who might have decided to only buy up to 30 ringgit, they might start to consider it doesn't hurt to buy up to 50 ringgit. I need these products anyway. So vouchers can be a very strategic marketing tool for any Shopee sellers. And I think that if you've not considered before, you can consider it and see if it fits into your marketing strategy for the Shopee store that you own. Now let's take a look at how you can set them up, vouchers, inside your shopping center. All you have to do first is go to the left hand inside and go to the marketing center. Under the marketing center, there is this section called vouchers. Just click on this. So here, I haven't set up any vouchers yet for this particular store. So if I want to set up a voucher, I can click on Create here. But before that, I just want to bring you to this dashboard right here. Once you have the voucher set up and your customer can start using them, you'll also get some key metric display here. How many have been used in the last 7 days versus the previous 7 days? How many buyers have used them and how many products have been sold, as well as the sales that were generated due to the usage of these vouchers. So this can be quite useful insights that will inform you whether your voucher campaign is working or not. So you can look into this further. But right now, let's take a look at the method to create the voucher. So like I mentioned, click on the Create button here. You have some options here. We'll look through them one by one. So the first one is a voucher type, either a shop voucher or a product voucher. What's the difference between these two? The shop voucher applies to your entire shop, meaning all the products in the store, whereas a product voucher applies only to the products that you have selected. Depending on what strategy you're trying to apply, either one would work. But typically speaking, short vouchers, they tend to be a little bit more conservative, meaning to say that you can't offer a huge discount because your profit margins might vary across different products. Whereas a product voucher is where you can be a little bit more flexible because you understand what your margins are like. If you are interested to push a particular product, you can add the voucher to that particular product. So again, it really depends on the campaign and what are you trying to achieve with this voucher offer. So let's take a look at if I were to set up a shop voucher. So click on shop. First thing you have to do is input the voucher's name. You can put any name. So you have to give the voucher code. This is just the first 4 characters of your store. And then you can put the code maybe 10. And then vouchers claim period. When can your customers start to claim these vouchers? Use the vouchers. And when can they stop using these vouchers? So you can set the date. For example, I want to offer this throughout August. I can select that. So it will be live between this date to this date. Also, the time. So you can choose a time. Now that you've set the basic information, we go to the rewards settings. So what kind of reward are you offering? Or what kind of vouchers are you offering? Here you have 2 types of vouchers, discounts or cashback. There's another one called Shopee Smart Voucher. It will give you suggested voucher settings based on historical data sellers who are similar to you. So you can also check this out if you want. Something like that. Let's say I'm selling apparel. You can use what they suggested, or you can go with your own amount. Let's say I want to give a 10 ringgit voucher for a minimum spend of 100. So this is how I would put in, and then usage quantity means how many people can use this voucher. Let's say this is a pretty generous voucher, and I don't want every single person to use it. Maybe I only want to offer this to the first 100 customers. Just put 100. So if you want to offer to more, just go ahead and add more. So depends on what you want to offer. Once you have set this, then you can choose where to display. You have the option to display on all pages. What are these all pages? Home page, product page, as well as shopping cart page. Or you can choose to display at specific channel. So if you do Shopee Live, maybe you want to enable this. This only applies to Shopee Live. The other one is the Shopee feed. Also can be shared through voucher code. What does this mean? Your voucher will not be displayed on any pages, but you may share the voucher code with users. This is quite useful. If you want to reward selected customers, then you can create this voucher for them. And then you send it to them via chat or something like that. Okay, once you have set up everything, all you have to do is confirm. Before that, I also want to show you the coins. If you want to offer coins, then you can place the percentage like 10% coins cashback. So when they buy specific amount, then 10% coins cashback to the buyer. The limit, the minimum basket size. What's the minimum amount they need to spend? The usage quantity, just like before. We can also check out the percentage discount. If I want to give them a percentage off, then you can put like 10% off, similar to the coins cashback. Do you want to place a cap? Let's say if you put like 100 ringgit is the maximum discount price, then anything above 100 ringgit, they cannot get more discounts. So if you don't want to limit it, then no limit. Again, a minimum basket size and use quantity is as before. Okay, that's it for the shop vouchers. Now let's take a look at how you can set up product vouchers. They will be quite similar actually. The only difference is the bottom part, where you can display it on all pages, or you do not display. Finally, what are the products that you will apply to? You can click here, add the product that you want this specific voucher to apply to. Once you've set up everything, then you can click on Confirm. Voucher will show up in your store. You need to make sure that the display is correct. You can click Display on all pages, then publish this. Now, we've already published the voucher. It's time to take a look at how it works in our store. Now, go to the profile to view, or if you remember your shop, just go directly to the link. Here you go. You can see this voucher here. If customers want to claim this, just claim that for this particular product. If you go to this product that was applied to, you'll see that the shop voucher information is also available here. And then upon hovering over this information, customers can click to claim the voucher and then use it. Okay, now I'm gonna give you some after-class practices. Number one, please list a hoodie at the Shopee store provided by me. Number two, please set up a voucher. All right, so that's all for the third lesson on how you can list products, set up Shopee ads, and vouchers. I hope you find this lesson useful and you've learned something new today. For next lesson, we are gonna take a look at marketing tools inside Shopee. Thank you for watching, and I hope to see you again in the next lesson. Bye-bye, everyone.